Welcome back, YouTube, to another Dirty Wolf gaming video. We got some more Star Wars BattleFront 2 for you today. Mixing up a little bit today with some Starfighter Assault. I was getting a little rusty on this mode just since we've been playing Heroes and Villains so hard, so we decided to hop back in, get some footage for you guys. For me, this is probably my favorite mode of the game. Has been since day one. Thing I was the most excited for. I enjoyed it a lot in the first game, although the maps were very lackluster in the first game. For those of you that can remember, they were basically just you were just kind of flying above a map, and everyone except for when they put out the Death Star expansion, which a little disappointing. They don't have the trench run map in this game, but hey, what can you do? They still stepped up their game quite a bit with the maps in this game, in my opinion. Right now we're on Dakar, which is part of the Last Jedi season. Yeah, they're just a bit more detailed and interactive altogether, stuff to fly through and attack and stuff, not just kind of an open air dogfight, if you will, which still, don't get me wrong, was pretty fun, depending on the map, but in the first game, but they definitely stepped it up in Battlefront 2 here, in my opinion. It's definitely a bit of a harder mode to get good at, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, Heroes vs. Villains can be pretty difficult depending who you're playing. There's some really good players out there, but this mode, in my opinion, is just, there's so much more happening, and everything's happening so fast. It's very easy to mess up, crash, you know. Have guys like right there on your ass, blow you right out of the outer space. So it gets pretty wild depending on the map. We switched over to Fondor here, the Imperial Shipyard, which this is probably one of my favorite maps. This is kind of part one of a two-parter. I got some more footage on this map coming in probably in the next couple days. More so on the Imperial side, though. I had a little better round when we switched sides, because as I said, we haven't been playing this mode as much because we've been going so hard on the Heroes as Villains, trying to just rank up on that, get our skills up. So, but yeah, personally, I really enjoy the Starfighter Assault. Let me know down below what you guys think of Starfighter Assault. Are you big on it, or you know, impartial? I find it kind of unique. I haven't played a lot of other games, especially on PlayStation, that have a mode like this. So I think it's just awesome. So, but let me know down below what you guys think. Do you guys like it? Were you impressed with the second game with the maps? Is there any other maps you'd like to see in the future? I know they have been kind of lacking on, you know, they've been adding other maps in for other modes, but they've kind of, the last time I think we've seen a new map on Starfighter Assault was Dakar for the Last Jedi season, which, as we all know, is a while ago now, 2 years ago. So I'd love to see a new map come to this mode. I really would love to see them bring back the Death Star Trench Run. I thought that was probably the best map in the first game, and a very fun mode. It was very long, made for very long rounds, because it was split into a three-part match. You started off, for those who don't remember or didn't play it, you started off in ships. Let's say if you're on the Rebel side, which was the funner side to play in that one, in my opinion, because that was all attack. Imperials was just purely defense. But if you were Rebels, you started off in Starfighter Assault, more or less, and there was a Star Destroyer out front of the Death Star, kind of like protecting whatever. And when you had to destroy that, you had you know, you had to bring down the shields, and while the shields were down, you were on a time thing to shoot the bridge. And if you succeeded in blowing up the Star Destroyer, you moved on to the second phase of the match, in which you actually entered on foot inside of the Death Star, playing as soldiers and the odd hero, because those of you remember, the hero system in the first game was really not good. You just had to be lucky enough to find a token hidden somewhere in the map, and if you were lucky enough to find one of those before anyone else, you got to be a hero. So it wasn't really a fair system, or necessarily even a fun system, in my opinion, compared to what we have now with the points. A little bit similar more to the original system from the old games, old Battlefront games, which, as we all know, classic's great. But yeah, so it was great. And then, so if you're the rebels, you're on foot, and you had to get deep into the Death Star. And if you were the person that got there, you got to R2. And if you clicked on R2, you actually got to control R2, and you had to try and get R2 back. Like you started in the hangar of the ship, you charge into the middle of the Death Star, and there's R2. And when you get R2, you got to try to bring him back out to the hangar. And if you succeeded in doing that, and you actually got to control R2, he had a couple of abilities and stuff like that. It was pretty fun. If you succeeded in doing that, you then escape the Death Star with the Death Star plans, and then enter the third phase of the round, the best phase, the trench run. And they definitely put some good detail into that map, especially for the first Battlefront on PS4, you know, being as lackluster as it was. That was one thing, in my opinion, they did well. The trench run was really fun and really, really well detailed. I had a great time with that. Very, very hard too. First couple runs, I remember, like, you know, the way it went is it just kind of randomized, picked a couple pilots on your team, be like, okay, you four are doing the trench run, everyone else defends. And there was like a checkpoint system. You had to get, I think, every 3 checkpoints or something it might have saved. So let's say those 4 pilots died, but they got so far in the run, it would save it to that point. So the next 4 pilots to be randomly picked to do the run would start from that point rather than the beginning. Now, mind you, if they only hit, like, let's say 2 checkpoints, it reverted right back to the beginning, like no progress was made. But yeah, it was a long run. It was very, very well detailed, and it was intense, man. If you tried to be like full speed and fly through that thing, you crashed almost instantly. It didn't work out well, but yeah, you know, like and subscribe if you like the video. I hope you do. Comment down below on you know, if you'd like to see some more Starfighter Assault. I got some more footage. I'm editing of it right now, so hopefully you do. And let me know how much you enjoyed it. What maps maybe you'd like to see in the future if they do decide to come back to this mode, which I really hope that they do. And yeah, like and subscribe really helps the page a lot. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And one last thing I just want to kind of throw in there, totally off topic, nothing to do with Star Wars, but just a little hype for future things on the channel. They had the Pokemon Direct today for Pokemon Sword and Shield, if there's any Pokemon players out there. And boy, oh boy, was there some hype behind that. If you have not seen that yet, I suggest you go over to the Nintendo page and check that out right away, because lots of very interesting and fun gameplay to come. Future Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm excited. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys liked the Starfighter Assault. Let me know if you want to see some more, and we'll see you in the next one.